Hello, welcome back to my channel.
Hello.
I'm here with Amy.
Hello.
And it is a hot day, I'm not gonna lie.
And my disco ball is disco balling.
Her disco ball is putting light on us, but we're here for it. We like the vibe. We put out on our Instagrams a question box. We were looking for questions.
We wanted
people to ask us questions because we wanted content for YouTube. So that's why we're here today.
I'm going to be reading the questions.
Amy's going to be reading the questions. She will also be answering them. We'll both be answering them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it'll be...
Only honesty here, thank you.
I'm sure it'll be super long.
Okay, how did you meet?
Well...
Oh, it's such a wholesome story.
Because we've only known each other for like 8 or 9 months now.
Yeah, Hannah is the only person that ever features on any of them.
So I work for a company called the Charity Shop Gift Card. It's a gift card that... Guess what?
You can spend in charity shops. And I'm their biggest fan.
Amy's their biggest fan.
Without question.
Before I'd even started, Amy had made content for us and stuff like that. And when Shelter, the charity shop Shelter, launched the gift card, so they started to accept it, I wanted to get some thrifty Instagrammers to come to their flagship store in King's Cross.
Such a nice store.
It's such a good store. It's such a good store. I wanted to get some Instagrammers to come down and model the donations and just hype up the gift card. So because Amy had done such great stuff,
I'm naturally hyping them up in my spare time.
Yeah, yes, 100%.
It just made sense.
I asked Amy if she'd like to take part, and I put out a call out for other people.
I'd say, how did the others find it?
Yeah, I think I put a call out.
A call out.
And
aren't you so glad that
so Amy,
that we all said yes?
Amy agreed to do that, and so did my other friend Amy, my friend Penny, and we're now in the little thrifty foursome,
little girl gang.
Little girl gang.
I remember seeing Penny for the first time, thinking, "Wow, she's really cool."
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, "Whoa!" Not that I didn't think you were Amy was cool, but I saw Penny and was like, "Whoa!" No, it was the crochet little shrug she was wearing, and I was like, "She's cool."
Penny's a cool girl.
If you can wear a crochet shrug.
Crochet shug.
And look great. I was like, wow, she's a cool person. She put on that flame kind of vest dress, and I was like,
and then that
she's cool.
Jumpsuit that had the cut
she was
didn't buy
such a vibe. She said she brought it.
So that's how we met, and that was back in September.
But we actually did see that Hannah had messaged me through the Charity Shop gift card account before that, and introduced herself, and I completely didn't realise that had happened.
Yeah, because I wanted to be like, hi, I work here now, and you've done stuff for us before, so please do that again.
I think it's funny though, when you talk to brands and you don't kind of put a name to a face for so long, quite often it's different people messaging you on that account.
Yes,
you kind of don't pay attention to who is
it.
Actually, I just assume it's a message from the charity gift card rather than you.
Yeah,
obviously now I think.
Person there. Well, obviously now you know, because on Amy's phone I'm saved as Hannah Charity Shop gift card.
And she always will be. The next thing is favourite things about each other. Hannah said my eyebrows earlier when we discussed this, but I can't say my own ones. My best traits are, I just love you. I just my friend, and you respond to my messages and we chat, and you don't care if I message you for about 5 hours about one outfit that I'm still stressed about.
I love when we're going out somewhere together and we message each other I'm going to wear this.
You know, most people,
10 videos.
After one message, you'll be like, I think I'm done with this conversation now. Whereas we will message each other videos back and forth for hours.
Yeah.
And still probably wear something different on the night.
Yeah.
And you just don't judge. And we were very open with each other from the first. I remember saying about my waxy ears.
When we were doing the photo shoot for Shelter, I wanted to get a close up of Amy's earrings, and she was just like, I might have waxy ears, sorry.
And that was your first impression of me. I think we all just started like that, and it just continued.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
So that's I think our favourite thing is the same.
Yeah, we could just talk about nonsense, really. Just forever.
We're just ridiculous.
If you could give each other one piece of advice, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. I think we both would be slow down. Yeah, slow down. But still say yes to things, which is impossible to do both. But I think we're both really frantic at the moment. And I think, I know I don't think I'm appreciating things enough because it's happening so fast.
Yeah.
That if I had more time to slow down, and I feel like you feel frantic as well, that maybe if we both had time to take it in, but then that's something that's kind of out of our control.
I just need more hours in the day.
Yeah. And I think I don't know, stop stressing as much as we both do.
Yeah. You should listen to the song Vienna by Billy Joel.
Is that your only advice?
Yeah.
Oh, my advice to you is to watch the Marvel films. And
I've seen a couple.
And your advice to you is just watch chick flicks.
Yes, Amy's not a big chick flick rom-com kind of girl.
The look of Hannah's disgust when I told you that, you were like, what?
I was quite upset.
You were really upset.
Because she just gives off that vibe that she'd be really into rom-coms and chick flicks, and the fact that she's not into them. God, I'm so sweaty.
I'm so sweaty. It's so hot right now. We've kind of just done that one. What second-hand plans do you have for summer, as in events and shopping?
Plans. I'll edit this out. So Amy is hosting, or has. What did you say you're hosting?
Yeah, so I work for Havens Hospices, and
Charity
I'm
partner
in
of the
there.
charity shop gift card.
Yeah, convenient. It's purely a business relationship.
Yeah. That's what my Instagram says that I have with you. It
Oh,
says Amy Lorenz business chat.
It's a business chat. So I'm hosting a plus size event in August. So you'll be coming to that, and I will be there because I will be hosting it. So that's in summer. We've also got a Shelter Love Not Landfill event, which is coming up really soon.
Got the thrifty picnic in a couple
Thrifty
of days.
picnic.
That doesn't involve thrifting, but it's thrifters getting together for a picnic.
On the day we're filming this, we've got a photo shoot tomorrow, again for Havens, for the Havens Plus events. That's really fun. So we always say we've got quite a quiet month, and then like 10 things will come in.
Yeah. And I do still want to do another Kent thrift trip for the summer.
Yeah, and I said I was doing another Big Essex thrift trip at some point, but when that's going to happen, I don't know, because life is busy. The next one is a bit deep. How do you feel about pressure in your 20s to get married, have kids, buy property, etc.?
So we did actually talk about this a little bit over dinner just now, and you almost sat on my hand.
Oh, sorry.
And I basically said, we have quite an age gap. I'm 29.
And I'm 22.
And Amy's 22. So we're in different places in our 20s. And the way I look at it is, I am in no financial position to move out. I don't have a man, so I'm not going to get married. And I'm 15 in my head, so I don't want to have children right now.
Yeah,
so,
you're too young.
Yeah, I'm
too young.
I can't be a teen
You
mum.
can't be a teen mum.
So for me, I don't feel that much pressure because there's no point, because I'm not there. So
yeah.
I sometimes feel a bit sad if I see people like my age buying houses and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever get there. But on the whole, I don't feel too much pressure. But it also helps that I don't have many friends. So like, I've only got a few friends that like,
and none of us have houses.
No one has children. I feel like if everyone had children, then maybe I'd be a bit like, I think I need a child in my life.
Yeah, I do feel pressure, but all of my like school friends, like people I grew up with, have got like a relationship, and some of them are like buying houses or like in the process of thinking about that. And then again, like there'll be conversations like, oh, like you've been together for like 10 years, are you gonna get married soon? And I'm like, I think coming out of a long-term relationship where you think you're kind of set, then you're like, you've been with someone for like 4 years, you're like, oh, that's it now, isn't it? And then suddenly you're like, oh wait, no, it's not. Like all the plans you'd thought in your head and like the timeline you have broke down. I think that's hard to come to terms with. And I also think I just want to have my own space to inject personality and make it fun. And I just wish I had that, because I love interior design and things like that. And I'd love to be able to put my stamp on somewhere. So I look on Rightmove literally like every week, and I'm like, sad.
I love Rightmove.
Love browsing. But I'm like, oh, that's sad, because I will never be able to afford that.
No. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think you do have to just be like, it is what it is. And like, it will happen when it happens. Yeah. But I think I go through phases. And I think especially with finding a job, like I always did beauty, but then when I got the Havens job, it felt like people were finding like, oh, well done, now you've actually got a job.
Yeah.
And you know, like people are waiting for you to do that big girl job, is what I was calling it, because people don't see, I think,
that you owned a business. Well,
I think it's like, you probably feel like it as well, especially if you work from home, people don't view that as a real job.
No.
And you're like, it is, like, just because I don't work in an office, and where I live, and probably where you live as well, everyone commutes into London, so like the traditional job is working uptown in an office. And I always find if you don't do that, and I know my friends who don't like work office jobs feel the same, that like it feels like there's a pressure on you to work that traditional job and go on that traditional timeline that like not many people are actually on. I think we're just fooled that we are.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
No.
And I think there's no timeline for anything.
No.
And I think so when you're younger and you put a timeline on things, really rambling, you always put so much younger. I was like, oh yeah, we married by the time I'm like 25. Yeah, and you're like, but that's not actually the case. Like, even both my sisters who've been in long-term relationships, they're not married. And you're like, they're not married. And they are getting married and are having a baby. But you know, like, they're actually significantly older, and I don't Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my sister's 31. She only just got married.
Yeah.
Like, only. Like, that's young now.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
100%.
to our grandparents, it might be old.
Yeah.
But it's like, to me, I feel like my 20s are only really kicking off now because I'm starting to have a life. So it's like...
And also COVID took away, like, a lot of that as well.
Yeah.
That's like 2 or 3 years, then it's like wiped out that you couldn't do anything.
100%.
So, yeah.
Don't beat yourself up about it and ignore everyone else, really.
Yeah, 100%, because you're all going to be on your own timeline and like you're all going to be doing things like when's right for you, and it can feel like hard when everyone's doing it around you, but if you're doing things that are making you happy in your day-to-day life, then focus on that rather than focusing on like the big things that you want to hit, because you will just hit them and you won't even celebrate when you do it, because it will just happen. You're like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted before and now I've got it, but I don't actually think about it. Whoa, that was so deep for a second. So deep. Okay, next one. What is your favourite thing to buy in charity shops and why?
So I think we're going to have the same answer, and it's going to be clothes.
But
if I had to whittle it down, it makes me very excited to find like a really nice dress.
100%, I was saying nice dress. And you know, mine, I love finding an evening dress even though I've got no occasions to wear them. Yeah. So now it's kind of a bittersweet because I find them, I'm like, oh, this is the best thing ever, and it's literally £2. I'm like, I won't have anywhere to wear this.
No. I'd feel really excited if I found shoes because I don't find shoes that often, but I think dresses is the most common.
And I suppose things in your wish list, like if you've got one thing you've been waiting to find for ages and then you find it, and that's always going to be like the new favourite thing. But I think in general, clothes, dresses.
Definitely.
Always love a dress.
Jeans are good, but they're so hard to find.
And also I've got quite a lot of pair of jeans now. So I'm like, if I buy any more, that's still yours. What is your most favourite charity shop find ever? That's the biggest question.
I low-key struggle with this question.
I change my mind every time. And actually, Amy, who asked this question, me and Amy filmed a video last week of our favourite charity shop finds, and we both said that if you'd asked us the next day, we would have chosen different things. Because for me, it's very daily, like what at the moment I'm thinking about. See, my thought is actually a boot sale find, which is my leather trench coat, which I think until I wear it, it won't be out of my system yet, but I got it in summer. But I got a full leather trench for £55 and it is amazing and I love it. But that was like a big thing to find.
Yeah. I usually, as like a default, I say my Kate Spade handbag.
Yeah.
And that's a fun find too, because I found that rummaging through a bag of donations when I went to the charity shop. So that is
there's
exciting.
A story. Like a lot of my like favourite, like one of my favourite things I found was the evening dress I got with you and Amy, the black like Diana Revenge dress. And it's so nice. I think that will go down as one of my favourite.
If it wasn't so hot right now, I'd ask if I could try it on that.
Yeah, honestly, you can, but we'd be very sweaty.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, a Kate Spade handbag's a pretty big fan. I always think when I hear that question, I can't remember who it was, but it was someone on Instagram that found the pound Gucci belt and then got all authenticated and it was like £300.
I can't remember who that was.
But that's such a find. And I feel like I'll always come back to it in my head of like, go charity shopping and root, because you don't know when that gem is going to be there. Like, it will be one day and you'll find it and it'll be like the best day ever. What is your most favourite vintage find? See, I don't buy hardly anything vintage, and I have a lot of fails whenever I try.
I can't look up my vintage right now because we're filming on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at mine.
I got a pair of Converse on Vinted.
What about your pink dress?
Oh,
the pink and red dress.
Oh, pink and
the one you wore to the hen.
Yes.
That is my favourite of your vintage finds, I think.
That dress is a slay. I've got this Twisted Wonder heart print dress. Wore it to a hen do, and the fit was just unreal.
It was just made for you.
And it actually was, because I had it altered.
But even before you had it altered, it was like
that
made
was a good
for
find.
you.
I'm really excited to wear that to something else at some point.
Yeah, I'm excited to wear it to something as well. My favourite thing, my Crocs. Got them on Vinted. Hannah despises my Crocs. I wear them daily. My mum wears them daily. Like, there's not a day that goes by I don't wear my Crocs at some point. And I know they're ugly. I'm fully aware that the ugliest shoe that is on earth, but they're hideous.
Because I'm happy for you.
Oh, well, I thought you were like, I'm over you and your bloody Crocs.
I mean, like, I don't
them.
like Crocs in general, but
they are hideous. But
they
were
make
just like
me happy for
so comfy, and I'm just like so glad that
like the line at Gibbets.
Yeah, but you know what though? I always find it a bit guilty when I was buying them. I was like, oh, am I buying these because they're a trend? Because they were a trend, and that is the only reason I probably would have made the jump to buy them. But now they're like my comfiest pair of shoes, so I'm like, it was like buying a trend success story that like even now they're not trendy, I will still continue to wear them.
Trendy now, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think in a year or so, I'm still going to be rocking the Crocs, even though they are disgusting. But
rock out with your Crocs out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably my favourite vintage find.
Sick.
The next one. If you died, what would be your best forever ghost outfit? AK, what's your favourite outfit?
When you're a ghost, do you think your feet hurt?
No, definitely not. You don't feel anything. You're a ghost.
Then maybe it's the pink heart dress and the pink shoes.
That is the dream outfit.
Imagine just like sauntering around.
And it would float very well. It would be really good to float. Okay, my ghost outfit. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a lot of outfits I've worn that I like. I'm going to stalk my Instagram. There's so many outfits I'm like, love that one. I'm thinking potentially my Harley corset made by Latham Street with like a nice black maxi skirt, because I love that outfit. I feel really good when I'm in that outfit. But alternatively, like a nice summer dress. Like one of my favourite summer dresses, this one.
I love that one.
Such a nice summer dress, really comfy, be practical for your floating. Or this dress, which is from Cancer Research. That one, the butterfly dress. So I love that dress, and it was just like a really nice find. That'd be quite a good ghost outfit, I suppose. Again, quite floaty, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, next one. What's the best thrifted thing you've brought someone else? It was a multiple things, but really liked my gift I got Penny for our Secret Santa. So we did a Secret Santa at Christmas. I don't know why we didn't be doing a Secret Santa in July.
Can we?
Yeah, we should, to be fair. But I'm really happy with all the things I got her. And I got her this dogtooth nude scarf, and she wears it all of the time. And every time I see her in it, I'm like, yes, that was a good find. I always think it's a bit awkward, and especially by that point, we've probably only known each other for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then to buy like full, not outfits, but to buy like a full present, all secondhand. I think it was £10. So it's quite a big thing. And she wears the scarf all the time. If she'd literally like sold all the other gifts on, but she loves that scarf, I'm like, that's just so good.
She literally wore it the other day in June.
Yeah, she always wears it.
I haven't made that up.
I think she might have. Like, I just love how she loves the scarf, and it makes me happy. And that was, I think, £2 from St Luke's Hospice in Wickford.
Yeah.
And
good.
She likes it, and that makes me happy. So that's probably the best secondhand gift I've got that I can think off the top of my head.
Okay, so I can think of two. The bag that I got Amy that she wears all the time.
Yes.
I got Amy like it's kind of got Prada vibes.
Yeah.
It's a black crossbody with a silver chain on it. I don't remember where I thrifted it from, but I got that in our Secret Santa swap. And your zebra print dress.
Oh, the zebra print dress. I do wear that a lot. Yeah. I wore it to work the other day, and I did my B-reel, and Hannah was like, you're wearing a zebra print dress. But it's really convenient to throw on, and it is like appropriate for work, which is great, because I do just throw it on quite a lot when I'm like, I need something to put on.
I've just only had it like 4 weeks, and I've seen
I have worn it so many times. But you know, things new and you wear it all the time, and I definitely will continue to wear it. It's a very practical thing to just keep on wearing, because it's like comfy and easy, which I always gravitate towards, especially in summer when you just want something to throw on. But I really like that. Next, and I think the final one, is where is your favourite street with lots of charity shops to go all in one place in London? Now, I don't really charity shop in London too much because I am cheap and London charity shops are expensive, but we've been to Angel quite a few times, and that's been really good. There's been a couple of like it's a Farrow, isn't it? Yeah, I was trying to think of the first reason we went there. It was for the sustainability show.
For the sustainability show,
I think it was the reason.
But I never know if it's Farrow or Farah.
Farah? I'd say Farah.
I say Farah. That is a little gem, and I know that it appears on people's like favourite charity shops on TikTok and stuff. It is a good shop. I tried the most lovely orange dresser and it didn't fit. I think about it quite often. So yeah, that's quite a good stretch of road for charity shops. It's quite long though, but it's very long. Nice, you could do like a whole day. I think maybe start there quite early, maybe nice, get some lunch. Food places there. Yeah. And the shelter there is lovely. I said it when I filmed that. I said it was my favourite. Like the most pretty charity shop I've ever been in. I think I stick by that. Too. Yeah, it's a really nice. And I quite like. Was the Marie Curie at the end where Penny tried on that gorgeous waistcoat or something and she didn't get it, and I think about it all the time. No, because the Marie Curie is where we went first. Because that's quite a nice station. Yeah, but there are a good bunch of shops there. I've not done too much London charity shopping. Went to Clapham the other day, Northcote Road. There were some good ones there. There's a new Mine shop that's opened. And also I really like the North End Road in Fulham because they're really cheap and they're not what you expect from Fulham charity shops at all. Because I have gone thrifting in like Fulham and Chelsea and stuff, and yeah, not great. Price wise, not great.
I think everyone talks about like shopping charity shops in London, you'll get loads of designer stuff, and I don't think they ever tell you that means you're gonna pay it because they know what they've got. And I feel like I always thought, I need to go charity shopping there because that's where I'm gonna find designer stuff really cheap. No, you're not. You're gonna pay for the designer stuff. Like, I actually personally think it would take you longer to find, but you could find designer stuff but for really cheap in like your local charity shops. Yeah, and I think you will.
I got my Kate Spade bag in Gillingham,
and you'll get it then, but for actually a lot more of a reasonable price. And also, if you want secondhand designer, most charity shops now will be putting that up on their eBay or their Depop. Like, you're probably not going to find it as much as you were. So I think the stereotype of like London charity shops being the only like good place to go is fading, because I think they're knowing their worth, putting it on eBay, they're pricing it that way.
And a lot of them, they do like collabs with new brands and stuff. So a lot of it, they're just filled with new stuff.
Yeah, a lot of new goods. So I think actually, although charity shopping in London's fun, obviously if you're in that area, they might be your local. But I think maybe check out your local ones before maybe trekking
I'd
to
never
London.
All the times I thrifted in London, it's because I'm doing something else.
100%. And I think like there's a lot of the events happen in London, so therefore we do go to London charity shops probably more than I would do otherwise.
The ones weren't as good as I'd hoped.
Yeah, I just think that although they're lovely, they're normally set out nice, they're normally prettier. I've also found in London charity shops, wow, this is becoming a hate London charity shopping video, but a lot of them don't have size cubes.
No.
So many more like percentages in London that I go in a charity shop, they've not got cubes compared to when I charity shop locally. And if that's something you don't care about, brilliant. But I can't shop in a shop without size cubes. It stressed me out. I feel deflated when I come out of them, and I only really find that in London. I can't think of any local charity shops near me that, even like the little independent ones, that don't have size cubes.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That is the sort of swings and roundabouts of it. But like, they are very, if you like shopping like boutique style shops, then I think London's the place to go.
London's a good gateway for people that maybe don't do that much charity shopping.
Yeah, and I think if you want to like break your way into it, that's potentially the way. But yeah, if you like the jumbly sort of charity shops, you're probably not going to find that as much up there.
No, definitely.
And I love a jumble.
Yeah, I do too.
I love a rummage. I think
that's
it.
All of them?
That's it.
Even the screenshotted ones?
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't believe we did that in 22 minutes.
We're just really speedy. It's because I'm here and I talk.
So that was our Q&A. I wonder if I actually got any more. I can't check on your phone.
I look really glowy.
You do look really golly.
Beyonce moment.
We just had a quick blast of the fan. That is it for today's video, our little Q&A. Thanks to everyone that asked us questions.
Yes, thank you. It's been great. We'll do another one very soon.
Yes, thank you to Amy for coming back on the channel.
No problem, always. Always a pleasure.
Don't forget to subscribe to her.
Please do.
Yeah.
Hit 1,000 now. Got to get to 2,000 now. Yeah, please go and subscribe. That'd be great.
Amy. You probably already are. If you're not, then you're no true fan of mine. I've just lost subscribers.
You're no true fan. You are. You're
Fake
here.
Fans. Thanks. See you later.
Bye.
Thumbnail.
So oh yeah. Me itching my nose.
Should we put the phone on for a thumbnail? Do you ever take a thumbnail and imagine where you're going to put the word in?
No, that's just you. I put the wording at the bottom. Some basics. You're going to like all these ones, and I'm sitting here.
This is going to be bloopers. An exposed shoulder. What a harlot.